Good morning students. Today after the little bit information about tragedy, we just highlight Aristotle's views on tragedy before begin with one by one. Right. So, BA third paper 10 Introduction to Literary Criticism and Literary Terms. So, Aristotle's views on tragedy 1. In this point, text of Poetics, Aristotle simply focus on views on tragedy 1 beside the comedy, epic and poetry. But we have to only concentrate on the Poetics views on tragedy of Aristotle, right. So, before begin with the 6 point one by one, we will just highlight all the 6 point altogether, then one by one we will go through it. In Aristotle's views on tragedy, Aristotle focuses on 6 main part which make the tragedy complete, because before this we have seen little bit about tragedy, but not we have studied in detail, because when we go through the tragedy in detail it will takes it takes lot of time. So, while studying on this 6 part, we will go through in short how tragedy is superior than the poetry, epic, comedy and so on. One. Secondly, we will also study one by one the characteristics of tragedy. Tragedy's characters are in number, because tragedy means not only we say it simply the fall of the high class to the low, from everything to nothingness, from royalship to the road. It is not, in short, it means beside the position from up to down, beside the fall of the royalship, from prosperity to adversity of the good people, it also talks about the natures, feelings, emotions that are also important. And also point within point, it also talks about the constituent parts of the tragedy, that are also we are going to just see in short in this lecture today. And apart from the characteristics, constituent parts, it also talks about the types of the plot. Plot is also important, because according to Aristotle, it is a soul of the tragedy. Soul, main gist, idea, content we will see in the tragedy here. Again, plot is also of different types. The structure of the plot, how it must be, that Aristotle ideally says in the tragedy through the Poetics. He also talks about the plot of different types, means simple plot, complex plot, like. And also it talks about the characteristics of the hero. Any man we couldn't say give the responsibility or choose as a hero, protagonist, main character of the tragedy, but there are some necessary requirements, necessities which through which we make that character the character of tragedy, hero of the tragedy, protagonist of the play. So, there are many and many requirements for that. One. So, before begin with the one by one, we will simply focus in short all the 6 one. We have first origin, second characteristics of tragedy, third constituent parts. Constituent parts include another 6 points. For example, plot, character, thought, plot, character, thought, diction, song, and spectacle. These 6 part comes under the third part, the constituent parts of the tragedy. The fourth one, we have the structure of the plot. The structure of the plot. Number 5, simple and complex plot, and number 6, tragic hero. These are the 6 points we are going to discuss one by one in the coming lectures. And this section, which focuses on the 6 part respectively of Aristotle's views on tragedies, which is, again I am repeating, it is for 17 mark, and you will be asked one question or attempt one for 17 marks out of 2, and 2 will be on Aristotle's views on tragedy. In general, there will be a question on all the 6 points, or the second question will be on the characteristics of tragedy, or comment on the constituent parts of the tragedy, or highlight the features of the tragic hero, and so on. Dear students, we, before begin with this, Aristotle, the ancient Greek philosopher, tutor, preacher, and also a prophet, highly expresses his views on the ideal plot of tragedy, because there are many people, many writers, and many views writing of tragedy is different. So, Aristotle want to put into one structure, and once every writer follows the ideal way of tragedy which Aristotle expresses in Poetics, then the plot and overall tragedy will be the ideal when all the writers follow the one idea, and everywhere the ideology will be a single one. right. So, we can simply say Aristotle expects the uniformity of the writing. So, he simply defines first the origin of the tragedy. According to Aristotle, tragedy not began in the beginning, but it slowly developed and reached to the high position by crossing its content. For example, we have before this lecture simply focused on it raises the moral and spiritual mind. Even we have discussed it purified the minds, emotions, feelings and so on. So, step by step by overcoming the poetry, comedy, epic, tragedy reached to the highest position by its overall content, thought, ideology and the way it teaches and the way it designs or explores the life in front of us. So, this is little bit about the origin of the tragedy, how it is originated and reached to the high superior form of literature or literary genre. Then we have, while discussing little bit about the tragedy, we couldn't came to its characteristics, because when we study the characteristics of tragedy, we will definitely elaborate it in detail. So, then we will come to know what is meant by tragedy in all. So, the characteristics of the tragedy means we can simply say it also as the salient features of the tragedy. Salient features of the tragedy. So, tragedy has many characteristics, because through its contents, through its oral incident, situations, content, the involvement, actions, the rise and fall, we will come to know the many characteristics of the tragedy, because it focuses on emotions, feelings, purgation, purification of mind, pity, fear, threat and so on. And finally, the life of one. Life of one means the life of the character which began happily, prosperously, that ends unhappily, means unhappy ending is the very picture that we are going to see, and unhappy ending is the right ending, and while happy beginning is the right beginning, means quite contrast, because initially when we took the protagonist, the life of these high class people, high born people like Prince, Hamlet, King, Lear, Othello and so on, their life was initially was very glorious, prosperous, happy, go lucky and everything. But by the end we see simply their life as an unhappy one, right. So, this type of so many characters we will characteristics or salient features of tragedy we will see in detail into the characteristics of tragedy. Here in the third point, we have the third also subdivided into the another 6, that the main constituent parts means that makes the tragedy complete. And so, here you might have read it, you might have heard in the earlier class also that without the plot there will be no tragedy. Plot is essential. Then after the plot, character is also important and essential, because without the plot there will be no tragedy, and without the character as well. Then the thought is also important. Thought is also important and essential or constituent parts of the tragedy, because thought is the main process, thinking, thought or the content means the actions which we see. So, these 3 are the important parts, and after these 3 or beside these 3 we have the main diction, also we call the structure of the overall plot. It must be arranged, and then it must have the song means the rhyme, harmony, rhythm, so that the according to situation it makes the song, the theatrical effects. So, audience get attached with the screen according to the situation, it makes the rhyme means song. Then we have the last, the spectacle, which is the theatrical arrangements means for everything, because not only the character and plot or thought is important to play or make the tragedy ideal, but it must be arranged properly, means there must be a diction which is compulsory to it. Then the song according to the situation, when the pathetic condition is there, you have to pass the emotional song. When the situation was prosperous, you have to show the happy go lucky song, means according to the situation one has to handle it. Then the spectacle, which also shows the, because the arrangement of the, we can say, stage, it must be also important. So, all the 6 sub points of the third constituent part are also very important in the making tragedy. Then we have the structure of the plot. According to Aristotle, he expects the ideal plot of the tragedy, and according to him the plot of the tragedy have a definite structure, and here he defines the length of the plot, places and so on. Because in Shakespeare's times many critics have raised the issue of the, we can say, lack of unities in Shakespeare's tragedies. For example, he often changes the places, even he could not follow the ideal, we can say, the time. Lack of unities means the time, place and action. So, the structure according to Aristotle also important over here. Then simple and complex plot, because when we choose the plot of the tragedies, there are of 2 types of the plots. One or some tragedy writers choose the simple plot and some complex plot. If you choose the simple plot for the tragedy, the audience, spectators, readers easily understand, and it never expect very much serious attention. But when you present or choose the complex plot for the tragedy, it expects the high serious audience, and so that they can simply understand through their seriousness the complex plot. Because in Hamlet we have play within play. In Hamlet we have the traveling and migration of the character. In Hamlet we have death after deaths. Hence, tragedy's more important characteristic is that it often talks about the main character and his losses, and also the death after death on the stages. And finally, the complex plot like Hamlet, like King Lear simply focus on the complexity of the actions. Then we have the last and most important, that is the tragic hero, who also plays important role. And for the selection of the tragic hero, Aristotle puts a huge, we can say, the number of requirements from the selection or for the selection of tragic hero, and we have to fit him into that requirements. Once the character completes all the requirement, then according to Aristotle, he considers as the ideal hero for the tragedy, means the tragic hero. So, dear students, here I stop here with a simple just explanation or simple information about Aristotle's views on tragedies, 6 components which makes the tragedy ideal and superior one. So, in the coming class we will discuss or start our lecture with origin 1. So, thank you very much.